let's talk about my 3 failed startups and ideas, and why my 4th one is taking off. So the first one is CopyBuddy. So I built this as a designer. I was trying to get some text online, and I saw that it was painful to grab the right text within the right context. So I only built a library of text so that if you're a designer and you're working on a page or a landing page and you need some copy for the landing page, or a product page and you need some empty state copy, there's a site you go to, you just copy it. There's a Figma plugin, and then that's it. So why did this one fail? I didn't know how to monetize. So I had no clue how to monetize. Monetization was an issue. So yes, I started working on it. I started building the library. People were excited. This one had a lot of signups. So it was never actually fully released. So it had about, I would need to check, but I remember at the time it had 182 signups on the wait list. So I had a wait list. I showed a little preview of what the size could be. It's quite strange. When I started my first SaaS, I knew exactly what to do, but along the line, I lost sight of that. So I had my wait list, 180 signups, but I didn't know how to monetize. So I didn't have that ambition to chase it fully or quit my job and work on it, because I just didn't know how to monetize. It's a tool that I know I needed and I want people out there to have, but I didn't know how to monetize it. The other issue that I had with this one, and why I ultimately gave up, was this was around 2019, 2020 maybe. I was promoting it on YouTube, I was promoting it on Twitter. That's how I got the signups. I was creating content that my target audience wanted to learn about design. And yeah, ChatGPT came around, 2021, 2022. And then I just didn't want to chase the idea anymore, because I knew people would just ask, oh, why should I use this tool or pay for this tool if ChatGPT exists? In hindsight, maybe I could have integrated AI into the tool, but at the time I was really new to building this, so couldn't monetize. When technology changed, I just decided to move on from that project. Lesson learned. The good thing I did here was the signups. So I never invested time into the building the full application. I started promoting it to see if people really wanted it. I forgot this, and you'll see later on. And I did get signups, and the good thing I did was I was producing the content that my target audience wanted to know. The issue is that I should have known how to monetize it. Maybe in hindsight, I could have used ads. I could have, used a newsletter, because I did have people come to the website. But yeah, I didn't know how to monetize. And when ChatGPT came, I probably should have waited to see how AI could have been integrated to tools. Maybe that could have been, here's the base copy, here's the AI solution. No idea, but I'm sure I could have integrated AI to survive. But yeah, that was the end of CopyBuddy. All right, moving to the next tool. So this is Koop. So when I moved to Lisbon, I noticed that people would go to co-working spaces, but they wouldn't know who's there or talk to each other. So it felt like solo working from a place that's, not your home. Still felt very solo, still had the loneliness issue, the loneliness pandemic. So I decided to build what I wish existed. So that's what, the common, I'm going to put it in quotes. So build. So in my head, being alone in the city, this is what I wish existed. If you could tell me where designers are meeting, I would go there, or where developers or entrepreneurs are meeting, I would go there to co-work with those guys, because that's my tribe. So it's almost like find your tribe kind of thing I had in mind. And yeah, for this one, I started building. So I just focused solely on the technology. This was when AI Builder tool started, and I realized, as a designer who knows a little bit of code, I actually built this. So I got so excited. I built almost everything. I fetched the co-working spaces, built a messaging system, built a notification system. I almost built the whole thing, and then I would say zero marketing. So I didn't know what I was doing. I was just posting on Twitter, hoping to reach an audience, but it wasn't targeted. Yeah, I'll say zero targeted marketing. So it wasn't targeted. I was just throwing things at the wall, seeing what stuck. And another thing I did here, I didn't talk to potential users. So what could have saved me some time is just going up to people in these co-working spaces, asking them if there's a problem, if this is a problem, or it's just me that has this problem of going to a space and not knowing who's there or having the interaction. Yeah, so I was also going against behavior that go to a co-working space, at least in Lisbon. They just want to get work done. Yes, can they meet people there? Cool, but the primary thing is to get work done. So I started in my head, because of the isolation thoughts, I believe that people go to co-working space, want to meet other people, but it was this weird mix of, yeah, I'm going there to work, I want to fully focus on work, and I don't know if I'm in the mood to socialize. I was just going against behavior. Never go against behavior. See what people are currently doing, see improvements there, and try to build on top of that. But don't try to give people a brand new behavior. This rarely works. Sometimes it works, but it rarely works. I'll say rarely. Now, even going into this, I knew it was a brutal space, but I underestimated how brutal productivity tools were. If you talk to people, the first thing is like, oh my God, another productivity tool. That's not the energy that you want when people hear about your app. But I believe that there was a problem in this space and I really wanted to solve it. So I made the same mistake again, spent time building. Didn't have an ICP. I'm not saying that you can't build something in a space that's already busy, but you need to have an ideal customer profile. People delete apps every day. If you're targeting a productivity tool, it has to be better than existing tools. And this needs to be what you're leading with. So I didn't have an ICP. I spent too much time building. I was building a brutal space. And ultimately, although with this one, I did get 2 paid users initially. So I launched on Hacker News. There was this guy that really liked testing out productivity apps, and then he paid. And later down the line, another person paid. So I did get a lot of paid users. I made the basic tier free. And I had, at the time, I need to check again, I had 70 plus signups for the basic tier. Okay. But since I didn't know the ideal customer profile, I didn't know exactly, it was very hard converting these people who signed up from the basic tier into paid users because I never defined this. And because I didn't have this, I didn't have the strength or the bandwidth to go all in on marketing. So I never went all in on marketing. I didn't know exactly who I was talking to. So I never went in. So I just posted in some Reddits, posted on Hacker News. I did a few backlinks. I tried everything, but I couldn't say I'm fully committed to marketing because I didn't know who my customer profile was. And then data ideas. So this one is brand new, but it's showing traction. I have a lot of hope with it, and I'm doing a lot of things right this time around. So what is going on now? I have an ICP, clear as day. I'm even being more specific every day. I am building plus marketing at the same time. I would say with this one, I'm doing more marketing than building. So I'm refining the product, shaping it with people. So it's shaped with people. And I'm also growing a community with this one. So it's not just me. There are lots of people involved. There are lots of eyes on the product. So there are lots of eyeballs on the product. So before even committing to months in development, within just a month, I already have good eyes on the product. They're shaping it every day. It's showing traction. People are signing up. People are paying. So this one is being better. And I want to share everything I've learned from these previous products. Maybe I'll go back to them in the future because I do see potential in them. But in this channel, I'm going to share every single thing I've learned because I want builders, people like me, not to go through this pain of learning marketing or learning these principles. So I'm going to share everything. So this is exactly why three of my products didn't take off, and now why the latest one is taking off.